How's everybody doing? My name is Betchman. Welcome back again to more Pokemon VGC stuff, things, shenanigans, everything else in between. And we got more VGC action, more of this Guzzlord team that I really enjoyed using in the first battle, otherwise known as Squadra 1. But we're going to keep giving it a shot, see if we can't go 5-1 with this team. We're already sitting at 2-1 from the last video, so we'll see if we can't improve upon that and increase our win percentage of this team and have a good start to the season, even though we're a little bit late. We already got a match against Tubas. Yeah, we'll go with that. Who's got a Sun team with, wow, why can I not remember your name whatsoever? Little pink eggy thing. Wow, I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, besides that, Ninetales, Venusaur, Grimmsnarl, Rillaboom, and Zapdos. Zapdos is going to kind of be a bit of a pain because it can be so bulky. He does have a Sun-based team, but I do have Tapu Fini that can stop him from setting up stuff with Sleep Powder. So I can switch her in, stop anything from putting my guys to sleep, any kind of nonsense like that. I can... Do I want to go for the Trick Room play is the question, and I mean I could. The only issue... Actually, you know what? I kind of want to go Incineroar with Dusclops, have Guzzlord, and I have to go with Fini. Main reason is because of the fact that he has Sleep Powder, and I can completely negate that by sending out Fini with Misty Terrain, which will make it to where any kind of status-inflicting moves, which would be like Will-O-Wisp or Thunder Wave, anything like that will not work when that terrain is on the field. So hopefully I can read my opponent correctly and we won't have to deal with that. He does go Venusaur, Zapdos. So I'm pretty free to just go with a Fake Out into Venusaur, and hopefully this is where he could totally get me here. He's got Big Root and he's got Weakness Policy on Zapdos. So I have to take a bit of a chance here going Fake Out into Venusaur and then going for Trick Room. The only way he can negate this is if he Dynamaxes Venusaur. I don't feel like he's going to. Then again, I could be wrong, and it could be the perfect way for him to take my Dusclops out, because then he could just double into it. It's gone, it's not a threat anymore, and he's kind of chilling at that point. So we'll see if he does go for it. Hopefully he doesn't. And for some reason he Dynamaxes the Zapdos. That would be perfect if he Dynamaxes Zapdos, because we'll get our Trick Room off. We send in Guzzlord, and we're sitting in a decent spot at that point. So he is going to. I really hope it's not Venusaur, but I think it is. I mean, Dusclops can take a hit. It is. Dang it. Okay, I knew I should have gone into Zapdos. He read that very, very well. So he did exactly what you should do in that scenario right there. And Dynamax the Venusaur. Fake Out's going to do nothing to it, but he is going to double into... Oh, he goes Volt Switch, which isn't going to do much of anything. I feel like I should be able to have Trick Room go off. Feel pretty confident about that. So we'll just have to see, because he's already just wasted his Dynamax. I have Guzzlord sitting in the back, and if I can do some really big damage to this Venusaur, Chansey, that's the name of that thing. So Vine Slash, I don't think will take me out. He has a Big Root. Yeah, that didn't do anything, actually. Alright, and then we get Trick Room off, so we are sitting pretty good. It's got that annoying Chansey, though, which I do have a decent way to deal with, especially if going... I could go Parting Shot. I kind of want to go Parting Shot. If I go Parting Shot into Venusaur, and then I go Pain Split into Chansey, get my health all the way back up, be able to take another hit. I mean, that's also fine, I guess. I mean, I still get the switch out. It's not great in the sense that it's not going into Venusaur, but it's okay. I do go parting shot. Hopefully whatever he goes for is going to be into Dusclops because of how low my health was. And I just get a free switch into Guzzlord here. And then I should very, very easily just be able to Dynamax Brick Break into Guzzlord and pretty much be set up at that point. Yeah, he went into Dusclops again, which is perfect. So we've seen Ally Switch so far on Chansey. Unfortunately, Guzzlord does take some damage. We're going to go ahead and Dynamax, and this is where things get a little tricky. We're going to go max Wormwind into Venusaur, and I got to go for Brick Break into Guzzlord just to activate the weakness policy, where even if he switches, or does like the Ally Switch in the Chansey, I should be living it just fine. I'll have another turn of Trick Room. I can go for Pain Split again, so hopefully this works out in my favor, and he doesn't go for Ally Switch. I still feel like no matter what, this Max Wormwind should KO anything I hit here. Being boosted the way it is, it'll do a lot of damage. I don't know for certain if it'll take out Chansey with it having Eviolite on. Should have Eviolite at least. If it doesn't, then that's kind of silly by my opponent, but we'll see here. Big Guzzlord on the field. Go for a self Brick Break, activating that weakness policy. We got to remember that he does have weakness policy on Zapdos, but with it not being Dynamax, it's not going to be too much of a threat. He doesn't Ally Switch. Knockout? Not quite. That's a bulky Venusaur. Very bulky Venusaur. I could be losing Dusclops here though. Seismic Toss does nothing. Weird that that actually still works. And Dusclops lives on 3, but the Vine Slash is gonna take him out. So he did everything I could have wanted and more for me, but unfortunately I can't keep him around to be annoying. So we'll switch into Finny here, I think. 105 speed, Guzzlord sitting at 43, so Finny should be slower still. Set up the Misty Surge, so we're not going to get hit by Sleep Powder or anything crazy. So he's almost gone. So at this point, I really want to go max Ooze to get that boost. But if he does Ally Switch of Chansey, then I'm kind of shot there. So let's just go. Let's go that into Venusaur slot, and we'll go Ice Beam into Chansey slot, just in the off chance that he does Ally Switch. Actually takes Venusaur out. Hopefully it's Zapdos. It is. Could Oko Zapdos here. I'm +2. Yeah, I don't know about that switch out. Don't know about that one. So I do get that Beast boost, so my special attack is sitting at +3 now. We'll see what Chansey does, unless I'm able to freeze Chansey, which would be pretty funny. Seismic Toss is a decent amount of damage, per usual. Get a freeze? Nah, no freeze. No luck. Still getting hit by the Vine Slash. Forget that Finny's gonna get hit too, unfortunately. Alright, so now it's getting a little trickier. I see what he's doing here. He's trying to set himself up. Okay. It's the last turn of Trick Room. It is the last turn of Trick Room. I could just go for trying to take out Chansey here. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. I hit Chansey, and I go for Moonblast in the Chansey? Because Muddy Water's not going to do much of anything. I might as well just go double in a Chansey. See if I can't take it out. I'm +3. I'm a big Guzzlord. Real big. Oh, he could go for Soft Boiled. Oh my goodness. That does nothing. Wow. Which means Moonblast is going to do virtually nothing. And Finny will almost be gone. My goodness. This Chansey is thick. How did that do more damage? Probably because of the fairy, the misty terrain? Okay, this is where I gotta go. I don't really see us having much of a chance, to be honest, with winning this. Reason I say that is he still has Venusaur on the back. He's got the Drought up, which is going to make him faster than everything right now. I might as well just go for a Muddy Water just to see if I can't get lucky. Maybe get some kind of crazy crit. Protect on Guzzlord and let Finny go down. Gonna be a Heat Wave, which will knock out Finny. It doesn't do anything to Guzzlord, obviously, but now we got Guzzlord and we have an annoying Chansey that's going to be impossible to get rid of here. Oh boy. Oh, I forgot how much I hated Chansey. For some reason my left controller is not working, which is interesting. Anyways. Oh, I don't really know what to do here. We're not really having much luck on our side. And even though Groudon is not in this anymore, Sun teams are still incredibly annoying. Incredibly annoying. And might as well go for like a Dark Pulse in the Ninetales, I guess, and Fake Out. Chansey's probably gonna Ally Switch is what I would assume. He gets the double protect. Wow. Wait, no, he didn't go for double protect. He went for Heat Wave. I'm a goof. So that's going to be straight into Guzzlord. It's brutal. I mean, he's wasting his Drought here. He's got 2 turns of Harsh Sunlight, so we can just go, I mean... could essentially just go Dark Pulse with Flare Blitz? I mean, it's really all that I got. We might as well just double into Ninetales. He's probably going to Ally Switch. There's nothing I can do about that. He doesn't Ally Switch. Guzzlord barely lives because he crits Guzzlord. Flare Blitz with a Dark Pulse will get a knockout. I'm going to take a lot of recoil there. And Chansey's going to knock me. What? Chansey's faster. That's definitely a game. So he played it really, really well with his Sun team. And even though I was able to just about take his Venusaur out, I didn't expect his Venusaur to be as bulky as he was. Which ended up being kind of a problem. Most people who run Venusaur with a Sun team don't exactly run them bulky. They want to run max speed, they want to run max special attack, so he might not have been bulky, but with my Guzzlord being +2 with a max Wormwind just stab into Venusaur, I mean, I feel like I should have done a lot more damage than I did, so it's a learning experience. But we got 2 more battles to still go. We can still easily come back. And get 2 more wins and still end up being 4-2 with this team, which is what I'm looking forward to, because I do enjoy using this team. No one ever uses Guzzlord. I think it's a little underrated if you ask me, so see if we can't keep the the luck going here. We're going against Grayson for our second battle of the day, who's got a Heatran team, who also has Amoonguss, Landorus, Sableye, Ludicolo, and Metagross. So, a bit of a different team here. So we got, what do we want to do here? If we go for Trick Room, Amoonguss ends up being the fastest one on the field and ends up being incredibly annoying. But we can also throw down Finny with the Misty Terrain and be able to avoid that entirely. And then actually sit pretty good after that. So I kind of want to go Dusclops with I kind of want to go Dusclops with Incineroar. I go with that. We have Guzzlord, obviously, and then do I want to take Finny? Or I could actually go with, we could go this route too. We could go with Finny and Dusclops. And I don't really think he has much of a way to OHKO my Dusclops, so then I have Guzzlord in the back. And honestly, Celesteela does really, really well here, besides having to take on that Heatran. So if I can take it out, we're actually pretty good. So I think I'm going to run this. Good thing is that I will have the Misty Terrain set up. If I send Celesteela out, it's going to boost my defense. I'll be in a pretty good spot defensively to where I can at least take one big hit from that Heatran if I have to. Hopefully I don't have to, and I can just go for like an Earthquake and be able to knock it out. But we'll have to see what ends up happening here. So we go Sableye, Metagross. Sableye will be incredibly annoying. So we get that Misty Surge set up. And we're going to, we see a Focus Sash and a Weakness Policy. So interesting seeing a Focus Sash on Sableye. We're going to go Trick Room. And I could just Protect. Or I could just go Muddy Water. And I kind of want to just go Muddy Water. And see if I can't just get some nice damage put on both. Then he's got Taunt. I forgot about that. That's rough. At least we're going to get Muddy Water damage. And that's a pretty big damage. If he's not focusing... Oh, he is going to hit Finny. He doesn't get the boost, though, so we're fine. Honestly, we could just go Brick Break, or not Brick Break, but we could go with that in the Sableye, protect Finny just in the off chance that he goes for Quash, because that's what I want to see here if he goes for Quash. If he doesn't go for Quash, then, or doesn't show that he has it, then we're fine. But that's my biggest concern is he goes for Quash, goes for Meteor Mash, and excuse me, ends up taking me out. So he does have it. That's what I assumed he would have. It's the best move, honestly, on Sableye, in my opinion. Go for Nightshade. Just barely not enough. So we can go Nightshade one more time with the Sableye, and actually could just switch into Celesteela here, get that special defense boost. I think it's a special defense boost. From the Misty Terrain, have the Meteor Mash do no damage to Celesteela, and Sableye will be gone. So even though he got me with Taunt, we're not in the worst position, but I still want to try and get that Trick Room set up, because the sooner I can get Trick Room set up, the better for my team. Excuse me. So we're going to send Celesteela out. Nice, big, shiny Celesteela. We do get that boost into our special defense because of the Misty Seed. Quash is not going to do anything. So he goes through the exact same moves. Doesn't hardly do much damage at all. And he doesn't get the boost again, which is very, very huge. And Sableye's gone, and Sableye's really annoying to go against, so... Very, very good that we got that taken off the field. And my taunt is done. Which is also important to note. So I can get Trick Room set up now. Now he's got Landorus. It goes for, or is always going to go for Intimidate. And now I do want to go for Trick Room again. And I could just protect Celesteela and see what he goes for. I kind of want to do that, but I also want to take Landorus out immediately. I mean Metagross, actually. So we're just going to get really, really big and annoying. So we're just going to hit Metagross with Max Quake, because why not? He's not really going to have much to try and take out my Celesteela. Meteor Mash is not going to do much of anything, especially when I'm Dynamaxed. Oh, he's actually going to Dynamax the Metagross. Okay. Interesting. I actually figured he was going to go for Landorus, but maybe he wants to save Landorus for Earthquake. Which is kind of silly if he does do that, because Celesteela is flying type, and it's not going to do much of anything to Celesteela. So we'll see what he does here. We got 2 Dynamaxed Pokemon on the field. 2 Steel types as well. Goes for Rock Slide, which is going to hardly do anything, and it's not going to flinch me. And he goes Max Steel Spike to try and live this Max Quake. Which he honestly might. But I'm going to have Trick Room set up here if I didn't flinch. Oh, he's got the weakness policy too, though. Could be bad. Could be bad. Oh, it's bad. It's very bad. Well, I do have Guzzlord, though, and I have Dark Pulse. Special defense goes up, but he is going to have his attack get boosted, which is pretty bad. And we don't flinch, so we do get Trick Room off. So we got Finny in the back, and we have Guzzlord in the back as well. So right here... kind of just want to double into Metagross here. Just double into him. We don't have a reason not to. Nightshade's good for just like some spread damage. Not spread damage, but some like chip away damage. Yeah, see, that's more damage than this Max Quake's gonna do, to be honest. Probably, at least, unless we crit. I mean, I'm pretty certain that Nightshade was more damage. I'm almost positive it was. Only bad part is that I'm boosting my special defense and not my defense. So goodbye to Dusclops. Which is honestly okay. Because again, I have Guzzlord. So we're still chilling there. Dusclops doesn't go away. I'm going to get hit by a Rock Slide again. We're still okay. That's kind of doing more damage than I wish it was doing. And we're going to go Guzzlord here. Excuse me. So Guzzlord's going to be able to take out Metagross in one hit with Dark Pulse. And I got to go for Max Steel Spike here into Lando. It's the only move I got that'll do any kind of damage. He is going to be kind of a pain to take out. It's actually going to withdraw Landorus, okay, for a Mungus. Interesting swap, and he's going to Max Guard. So that actually was pretty smart by him because of the Misty Terrain being gone. He's able to get that free switch. Does decent amount of damage. So now I got my defense up. The only problem is I have Trick Room up still, which is going to be an issue for sure. So now the question is, how many turns do I have? I have 2 turns of Trick Room. I could just double protect and see what he does here, which is kind of what I am leaning towards. I feel like he's gonna go for the Spore into Guzzlord, and I could just protect, and I could just EQ. We're gonna risk it. I think that's what he's gonna do. Let's risk it. He's more intimidated by Guzzlord. If I was him, that's what I'd be intimidated by, because Guzzlord takes out his entire team. So tell me you went for Spore into Guzzlord. Beautiful. And tell me this EQ takes out Metagross. Even with his defense being +2. Ah, that's unfortunate. Ice Punch is gonna hurt. And he gets a freeze. That's highly unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna switch to Finny. And I mean, we go for Protect, I guess. I mean, I'm frozen. I'm not gonna thaw, most likely. That was very unfortunate hacks. Very unfortunate. The bonus at least is that now he can't put me to sleep. And I am faster than Metagross, so I'll be able to take him out. Of course we're frozen, why wouldn't we be? Spore's not going to do anything. And Ice Punch is gonna take out Celesteela. Which is really unfortunate. I really wish that Earthquake would have taken him out, but he had to be bulky because of those Steel Spikes. So now we're faster than both of them on the field. To where I feel pretty confident just going with a Muddy Water and going for a... Should I just Dark Pulse it? I should just Dark Pulse into Amoonguss here. I have to go for Muddy Water because he can go for Rage Powder, which is going to make it to where I'm going to target his Amoonguss, but if I go for Muddy Water, it will hit both of them. So if this works, I think I win. Because Amoonguss is virtually useless if you can't go for Spore. If he can't go for that and he can't get people put to sleep, then he's not really viable in any sense of the word. So there's Rage Powder. And we're going to go for Muddy Water, which is going to hit both. Beautiful. Alright, Metagross is gone. Don't have to deal with him anymore. Excuse me. Do lose a little bit of HP, and we go for Dark Pulse, which I think actually knocks out Amoonguss here. Ah, it's so close. And we have to go for Muddy Water again. He's got Lando now. It's his last guy. Intimidate doesn't matter because both my guys are special attackers. So we're just going to go Muddy Water again. And we're going to go... I don't know what to do here. Might as well go Dark Pulse again. He's going to go for Rage Powder because it makes the most sense. I'm fairly certain whatever he goes for here with Lando is going to knock out my Finny. Like, I'm almost more than positive it's going to knock him out. Because I had to be Life Orb. If I wasn't Life Orb, maybe I'd be okay, but I feel like he's going to knock me out if I can maybe an EQ. Actually goes for Protect. And he goes for Rock Slide. Okay. I live on 5. Don't flinch. Oh, you flinched. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Go for Protect and go for Dark Pulse into Amoonguss. It's the only shot I got. Only shot I got, and then I really have to start banking off of him missing. Goes for Rage Powder. And we're going to see Rock Slide. Again, it's not going to hit Finny. As long as it doesn't flinch Guzzlord, we're okay. That's doing too much damage. Doesn't flinch, so we are going to get the knockout. I don't think the crit mattered, but we'll take it, I guess. I do get the Beast Boost, so... Man, I cannot clear my throat for the life of me. I apologize. Let's get, try to get lucky. Ice Beam. Draco. That's all we got. We got a +1. Goes for Rock Slide. It misses Guzzlord. This could be good. I really wish it would have missed Finny, to be honest. I don't think this is a one-hit. He's got to have Assault Vest. Oh my word, Guzzlord, you monster. Alright, we got really lucky with that battle. I would have much preferred for that Rock Slide to have missed Finny. If it would have missed Finny, we know for 100% that the Ice Beam would have knocked him out instantly. But we'll take those. We'll take those however we can get it. I do want to see if he had Koba Berry on Amoonguss. He had Choice Band on Lander, so that's why he was doing so much damage. Rain Dance, Taunt, Shadow Sneak, Quash. He had Ludicolo too, which is not one that's seen, and that has Assault Vest on him. Not one that is seen all that often. He had Brick Break on Metagross, so another interesting move that not many people will run on Metagross as well. So we take that win. We got one more. Let's really try and go for this 4-2 with this team. See what we can do with Guzzlord. And we're going against Stone for our third and final battle, who's got a very intimidating team. He's got Celesteela, Ferrothorn, Urshifu, Talonflame, Tyranitar, and Dragapult. This team is very, very offensive, except for Ferrothorn, to be quite honest. So going for a Trick Room on this team is going to kind of be tricky. It's not a bad choice, though. So I kind of want to go Dusclops and Amoonguss. Guzzlord does pretty well in this entire matchup here. And then the next thing is that I could bring Incineroar. The reason I'm contemplating on bringing Incineroar is because of the fact that he takes out Ferrothorn with ease, he takes out Celesteela with ease, but the problem is I don't have much else for him. Finny does really well against this entire team. It's just that Ferrothorn that's causing a huge issue. I think I have to take Finny though, because she covers way more than Incineroar does. I'm just hoping that doesn't come back to bite me, because I feel like he's gonna bring the Ferrothorn because he knows I'm gonna set up that Trick Room. So we'll see. We'll see what Stone starts off with. If he doesn't bring Ferrothorn, I think we can definitely manage a win out of this. If he does bring it, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. Celesteela and Urshifu. And it is the Dark type Urshifu, okay. We go Amoonguss and Dusclops. Life Orb, Focus Sash, good to note. So we're gonna go Trick Room, Dusclops, and we're gonna go Rage Powder on Amoonguss. If I can put Urshifu to sleep, it's gonna be pretty big. As long as Amoonguss lives, everything's gonna get thrown in his face, which is not likely, but we can still hope. He's actually opting to Dynamax what I would believe is Urshifu. No, it's actually Celesteela. So he Dynamaxes Celesteela, which is an interesting choice. Did that most likely because of how bulky he is. I'm gonna go for Rage Powder. I cannot clear my throat, so I apologize. Wicked Blow, would that one-shot me? Not quite. We'll see what Celesteela does here. Max Airstream, that is gonna one-shot me. Well, not one-shot me, but it's gonna take me out the rest of the way. They increase their speed, but I'm going for Trick Room. So we're gonna be in a pretty decent spot, to be honest. I need to take out Urshifu immediately. That is an issue. So if we go for Trick Room, the question is do I feel more comfortable with Dynamaxing Guzzlord or Finny? And I kind of feel better about Guzzlord. Reason being is I can go for a Nightshade, even a Brick Break into Urshifu here. So quite honestly, I just want to go for Brick Break into Urshifu. We're going to Dynamax, and we're going to go for... I could go Max Darkness, but it's not going to be the best decision. We'll just go Max Wormwind into Urshifu. The reason I want to go Max Darkness is because it will lower Celesteela's special defense, to where I'll be able to do a lot more damage to it. But Urshifu will resist it like ×4, so it's not really the smartest play to do. It's better for me just to go for Max Wormwind. As long as he doesn't protect, I should be just fine. But we'll see what ends up happening here. Because I just want to break his Sash. That's all I want to do. I break his Sash, and we're sitting pretty good. If he took Sash, that kind of tells me he doesn't have Protect or Detect, maybe? He does not. Beautiful. So Urshifu is going bye-bye. Max Wormwind, that's going to be a KO. We're going to get that special attack boost from Beast Boost, and we can still activate Weakness Policy on Guzzlord to be able to just wipe out everything else. Because we'll be +3 after we do that. Let's see what he goes here. He's going to go Max Steel Spike, which does an obscene amount of damage. I don't know why it did that much. Celesteela is proving to be quite annoying. Especially since my last guy's Finny. Now he's got Dragapult. Okay. Not great. We gotta go Brick Break into Guzzlord, and I'm gonna go... I could go Max Darkness, but it's just not gonna be able to do as much as I want it to do. So I might as well go... I mean, I have to go actually Max Darkness. Let's just hit Celesteela. If he goes for Ally Switch, that's fine. He's actually going to switch Dragapult out, so he wanted to bait it, I guess. Goes into Ferrothorn. We go Brick Break into ourself. This is not going to be anywhere near enough to take out Celesteela, but it'll be close. This is where the instant regret for not bringing Incineroar sets in. At least on the bright side, I do get a special attack drop, or special defense drop on Ferrothorn. This Celesteela hurts. Yeah, and Guzzlord's gonna go down, so he gave it his best shot. It just wasn't enough. Both their defenses go up. Now, what are the chances that Ferrothorn has Power Whip? I feel like he has it, or he's going to be the annoying stall type of Ferrothorn, where he just goes like Leech Seed, Protect, just all kinds of annoyingness. Let's see. I wonder if Leech Seed actually works with Misty Terrain up. That's something I had not actually thought of. So let's just go Nightshade into Ferrothorn and Muddy Water. We know the last guy is Dragapult, which Finny can handle with ease. But it's not looking great. It looked a lot better about 5 minutes ago. If I go for this, it's going to take out Celesteela. It's not going to do much to Ferrothorn, but at least maybe, just maybe, I can lower his accuracy. So, update, Leech Seed does work with Misty Terrain. Oh, we are actually slower than that Celesteela. Oh yeah, because of the speed boost. So Celesteela's gone. Ferrothorn took a lot of damage. All we got to do now is take out Dragapult. Ferrothorn's going to get really annoying. Maybe he doesn't have Power Whip. Maybe he's Leech Seed, Protect. Iron Head, not Power Whip. That'd be nice. So the last guy's gonna be Dragapult. We know we can literally one-shot it with Moonblast. I don't know about our Trick Room though. That's my only concern. The nice thing is that Dusclops is still alive, who can do a good amount of damage to Ferrothorn because of Nightshade. So I think we have one turn left of Trick Room. Yeah, it's our last turn of Trick Room, so we're going to go Nightshade again into Ferrothorn and Moonblast that Dragapult. Do we Moonblast or do we Ice Beam? Oh, I think we got an Ice Beam. I feel like he's going to protect the Dragapult. He has to. It's the best option we can go for right here. He actually doesn't protect the Dragapult. He might have just got played. If this knocks out, this might be enough. Ice Beam, he's Life Orbed. Oh, it was enough. Okay, thank goodness. So Leech Seed does nothing now. And he goes for Light Screen. Oh, I think we got super, super lucky here. Dimensions return to normal. Quite literally all we have to go for now is a Nightshade and a Moonblast. And that should be the game. Even though he's got a Light Screen up, it shouldn't be enough to take me out. Yep, battle is canceled. We're able to squeak by with another win. We're able to go 4-2 with this team all together. 2-1 both days. Thankfully, I mean, it was not by much, but we're able to have a decent start to the season. I do want to see his team because that was a hard-hitting Celesteela. Had Life Orb, Air Slash, Energy Ball, interesting, Flash Cannon, and Leech Seed. And Ferrothorn had Body Press, Gyro Ball, Leech Seed, Power Whip. If he would have gone for Power Whip instead of Leech Seed, it would have won. Pretty standard. He did have Detect, which he didn't go for. Talonflame was pretty standard, and Tyranitar pretty standard. So, all in all, pretty good battles to start off. A really kind of kickoff for what was like the start for us this season, even though we're a little bit behind. Update our rank just to see that we're halfway to Great Ball Tier 9. I'll probably do some grinding just because we're pretty deep into the season that I gotta try and really grind it out here to get back to Master Ball Tier. So we're sitting at 4-2. There we are with Great Ball. And again, I will show you guys the rental code for this team so you guys can try it out for yourselves as well. And there it is. Squadro 1 is the team. And there it is. So give this team a shot. Let me know what you guys think. I really enjoyed using it. I think Guzzlord is very, very underrated. Might not be the bulkiest Pokemon, but he hits like a truck. Especially with that weakness policy and the beast boost to increase his special attack. He's a pretty viable option of how the season is right now. Finny is still just as much of a monster as always. Celesteela is a good bulky tank. Amoonguss always incredibly annoying, and the rest of them, I mean, are pretty standard. But I did enjoy using this team. I did enjoy using somebody a little bit different with Guzzlord, and I'm going to try and find some other teams too. Or maybe even create my own to use some Pokemon that you just don't see very often. Maybe a couple of my favorites I'll bring back. See how they fare with everything going on now. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.